Nel 2008 ci saranno nuove elezioni in Ghana. Intende ricandidarsi?
No, I've served my 2 terms, and I'm quite a tired man. I think I'm helping my party, but I have finally taken the advice of my colleagues to set up an NGO, what you call it, a foundation, you know. And I'm looking around for some really good people, because we need to take the word around that, you know, democracy can only take root if we show the appropriate respect to the people, put confidence in our people, and not only that, but the most important thing is to empower the people, not take their power. Too often, in some parts of the world, we remove the power of the people into ourselves. I want to repeat it. I've said it and I'm saying it again. We must learn to empower people. The point is that NEPAD is a new principle in African Union. It says ownership of the political situation, accountability and transparency. We survived as long as we did on education, respect, accountability, transparency, and love. In other words, we did not leave our people out of anything. And you know something? The important thing is that when you take education seriously, conscientization, and you share information, you don't mystify, you demystify, you share information with your people. When you go wrong, they will never blame you because they were part of it. But when you disempower them and you have to dictate to them all the time what, this, etc., etc., when you go wrong, they blame you all the time. You understand what I'm saying? And yet, if democracy has any value, besides, we're going through trying times. There is no reason to leave out your people. Because our people, please, our people, whether they're Africans, Alaskans, Italians, Americans, there is very little difference between us. Fundamental difference is very small. They just have to have an understanding. My citizens cannot speak Italian. If you want to communicate with my people in Italian, you might think you're stupid. Chief, if you could speak the language of my people who have not even been to school and try to listen to their wisdom, you'll be impressed. But you see, you've got to understand the complication, the extent to which the English colonial language has been used to intimidate our people, so that their native wisdom through their own language, the best of them cannot come out. Because the English language is the language by which you're used to judge whether you're intelligent or not. You get me? I need time with you. We need time. We need to continue.
Sicuramente molti ghanesi che hanno espatriato la stanno guardando. Intende dire loro qualcosa?
I've met a few personally at the airport. I've met 1 or 2 in 1 or 2 factories here. And they behaved in a very positive way towards me. And they were expressing regret about what is going on back at home. So the only advice, it's like, how can we get back our country is their question. And the only advice I can really give them is, how can you organize yourselves here? Organize yourselves here to be able to assist your constituencies back at home. Yes, whether it's through the party machinery, through other associations, whatever it is, things you're learning here, if you're making little earnings, how can you assist? You know, through contributions, the clinic, etc., you know, and deny your people. If you have the privilege of being here and you're earning a little more, please don't forget your people, okay? But, I mean, much as I would like to speak partisan politics over here, I don't particularly encourage it, even though I know they've grown disillusioned with the current party in office. So it's like they're looking for what can they do to assist our party back at home. I can only really tell them as candidly as I can, You know, get yourselves into a very solid association, form your own, choose your own leaders, and decide on what you want to do to assist the situation back at home. You know, even if you do belong to the opposition party, how can you use your influence to make sure that that bad man in your party, you know, is brought under control or thrown out? So that we will have, even if we end up with multi-party, to whatever it is, they'll be constructive. There must be a trade of logic against counter-logic, logic against counter-logic, not logic against illogic. That's rubbish.